Good morning. Today, I'm announcing that after 2 years of successfully leading the Department of Law and Public Safety, Attorney General Paula Dow will be resigning and taking the position as the First Deputy General Counsel at the Port Authority of New York and New Jersey. Considering the Port Authority has a long history of grossly mismanaging its finances and is now facing an aggressive audit process, it's clear the authority needs greater on-the-ground oversight to make sure that toll-payers' interests are being protected. Attorney General Dow will be in a unique position to bring her law enforcement experience to quickly recommend structural and procedural changes that will end the abuse and waste that has marked the authority's past. I think you all know that Paula Dow has been one of my most trusted advisors for the last 10 years, actually 10 years this January, and has been one of my most effective cabinet members, which is why I've asked her to take over in this focused, important assignment at the Port Authority at this really important time in the Port Authority's history. Under General Dow's leadership, New Jersey has aggressively prosecuted corrupt public officials, successfully targeted violent crime, protected and educated consumers, and distributed millions of dollars in technology grants to aid urban police departments hard hit by budget cuts. In addition, she's enacted strict reforms to curtail improper steroid use among law enforcement, provided additional tools to law enforcement by enacting a sensible stun gun policy, managed the department's resources efficiently during very difficult fiscal times, and brought hundreds of millions of dollars to the state through aggressive civil litigation. For too long now, the Port Authority has struggled to meet its financial and transparency demands, and I know Paula will bring much needed on-the-ground, day-to-day oversight to ensure that past mistakes are not repeated. By reassessing the authority's current structure and proposing a reorganization that goes hand in hand with the goals of the audit process, the authority will be on solid ground to best serve the people of the region and particularly the toll payers. In addition to this near-term task at the Port Authority, I am also filing today a notice of intent to nominate General Dow to the Superior Court of Essex County. With the Essex County Superior Court in crisis, due to the political machinations of a couple of senators, nominating someone like General Dow, who has been signed off on and voted for by all Essex County Senators twice in the last 6 years, will provide an easy confirmation and partial relief to Essex County while we attempt to reach an agreement with the Essex County Senators on a broader package of nominations. On a personal note, I want to thank Paula for her extraordinary service to the people of this state. First, as a federal prosecutor at the U.S. Attorney's Office, working on political corruption cases, other types of violent crime, drug crime during her tenure there. Then, as the Essex County Prosecutor, since the fall of 2003 up until her time as the Attorney General. She led New Jersey's largest prosecuting office at the county level and did so with extraordinary integrity and energy and commitment to the people of the county where she lives. And now for the last 2 years as my Attorney General, she has brought honesty and integrity and hard work to the job. She has brought the years of experience that she received at the federal and state level to that position, and she has continued to break ground for people across the state of New Jersey and served, I believe, as a strong example to women across the state as someone who has achieved the highest positions in law enforcement that this state has to offer. And so, both as her friend and her colleague, I thank her for her service to the people of this state and know that her service will continue both in the near term at the Port Authority and the long term will benefit from her service on the court in Essex County. I'm also announcing today that I am nominating my Chief Counsel, Jeff Chiesa, to replace Attorney General Dow as the Attorney General of New Jersey. You all know about Jeff's work over the last 2 years as my chief counsel during extraordinarily difficult budget times with a divided legislature. Jeff has led an extraordinarily effective counsel's office in achieving the legislative goals that we've set out and achieved already in our first 2 years. More than that, though, it struck me as I was thinking about this weekend that it was 20 years ago, this September, that I first began to work with Jeff Chiesa. Months earlier, I had interviewed him as a law clerk for a criminal court judge in Somerset County for a position at my old law firm at Doogie & Hewitt. And I remember recommending to the two senior partners at the time that this was someone who had enormous potential and I thought we should hire. Fortunately for me, we did. And it struck me that with the exception of some of the time I was running for governor and a few other very short periods of time, that for most of the last 20 years, not only have I worked with Jeff Chiesa, but he has literally been in the office next door to me. I am extraordinarily proud to ask him to take on this new assignment, both on behalf of the people of the state of New Jersey and on behalf of this administration. His 7 years of experience as an assistant United States attorney, working on a variety of important cases, including but not limited to the prosecutions of former Senate President John Lynch and former State Senator Joe Coniglio. Jeff Chiesa has shown his experience and his skill as a prosecutor and his judgment and his integrity as a lawyer. And so I look forward to him taking over the job at the Department of Law and Public Safety on January 1st of this year. We'll submit his nomination this Thursday to the Senate, and we hope for a swift and smooth confirmation. But in any event, he'll be taking over the position on January 1st as Attorney General Dow transitions immediately thereafter to the Port Authority to begin her important work there. I want to thank Jeff for his service to me over the last 2 years as Chief Counsel. I will miss him in the office next door to me, but I know that he will serve the people of the state of New Jersey in the same fine tradition that Attorney General Dow has set over her first 2 years here in this administration as the Attorney General. I congratulate Jeff and his family who are here, Jenny and Hannah and Al, and Jane Chiesa, his mom. I welcome them. I know it's a proud day for them and it's a proud day for me. So I'd like to invite General Dow to the podium to make some comments. I'll then bring Attorney General Designate Chiesa to the podium to make some comments, and I'll come back for questions. So, Paula, thank you.
Thank you, Governor. I want to officially thank the Governor for the wonderful opportunity I've had to serve as the state's 58th Attorney General. It has been a dream of a lifetime opportunity that I had here. I also, as many of you know, loved my job as Essex County Prosecutor, and they have two things in common. I think most importantly, I had the opportunity to be considered for both because of this governor. And second, in both opportunities, I got to serve the people of New Jersey in an area that I have great passion for. I look forward to transferring that passion on to my new job with the Port Authority of New York and New Jersey. Certainly it, like other areas that I've worked in, needs a lot of attention at this time. Finally, I want to thank the Governor for naming me as nominating me for a potential position as a future judge in this great state of New Jersey. Finally, I do want to thank another great body of individuals, and that is the senators of this great state who work so hard under many circumstances and have been major forces in my life and my experiences here working for the people of New Jersey. Thank you, Governor.
Thank you. Jeff.
I want to thank Governor Christie for what is another extraordinary opportunity to serve as a part of his administration. This job as Chief Counsel has been one that has been incredibly exciting, incredibly demanding, and incredibly rewarding. And I hope that the position of Attorney General, I'm sure the position of Attorney General will have the same kinds of demands and excitement and rewards as well. And I'm certainly very proud, and I understand just how fortunate I am to have had the opportunity as Chief Counsel and to have this opportunity to potentially serve as Attorney General. I want to congratulate Attorney General Dow not only on her nomination to the court, but also on the outstanding work she's done during the past 2 years as Attorney General. And finally, I want to thank my family, my wife Jenny, my daughter Hannah, my son Al, and my mother Jane for being here with me today and for supporting me every day. Thank you.